It's not April Fool's, so I'm not kidding.
They do indeed have so much room for activities. In the winter months, calves start out in the warm milk room over there for their first 2 feedings of life, where there's a heated floor and they get to be nice and warm before they come out here. When they come out here, they get a wonderful coat on and they get deep bedded straw. But yes, they have so much room. These stalls are 7 foot long. Maybe they don't appear like that in the videos, but think of these stalls like calves' individual cribs. Now all of these are empty because they are clean and power washed and ready for more babies. You can see here I have no calves. These calves are over there in the wean pens because eventually they go into group housing.
But all of these individual stalls are very much these calves' cribs. No different than a human baby. These calves start out in individual stalls because when they are born, these calves over here, these weaned ones that are mad that they have more space, are taking over my video. They're so loud. Let me finish my thought though. When these calves are born, they have no immune system. Their only defense against any sort of pathogen or bacteria is colostrum. Now, if you look at any of my content, you're gonna see just how much I talk about colostrum, and that it has to be a certain quality and they have to have a certain quantity. And those 2 things are very, very important in calves having their very best chance at survival. And when you do those things really, really well, your death loss is extremely small. My death loss on calves is less than 0.5%. That is freaking fantastic. Now, if these calves were just left with their mothers in the calving barn, or as you would prefer, out with Mother Nature as it was intended, death loss would be much higher, more than 50% guaranteed.
Have a look at our noisy calves. Hello! See, these girls all moved into their group housing. Look how beautiful she is. Where they have so much more space, a bedded pack, different types of feed. They start to get hay introduced, and they're mad about it. They are so angry because they hate change. But it's good for you. You just don't know what's good for you. Do you know who does know what's good for you? The farmer. That'd be me.
Now, before you get on some high horse that if we didn't breed these animals into existence, they wouldn't be here and it wouldn't be a problem. No. What is your proposal? Letting them free? Decimating the entire species? Because if you're not going to decimate them, you still have to feed them. You still have to take care of them. It would be inhumane to just euthanize the entire population. But if you let these animals just out and roam free, do you think a dairy bull, any sort of bull, is going to care and ask for consent before attempting to breed a cow? No. Cows are actually going to reproduce more often than what they do now because we follow very strict protocols, follow voluntary waiting periods, make sure that animal is super healthy, making sure she is ready for a pregnancy. Do you know half of our cows aren't even pregnant? I bet that's a shocker. You probably didn't know that. They are domesticated animals. A dairy cow can't just survive out in the wild. They aren't built like that. So turning them all out and turning them all loose and just letting them fend for themselves in Mother Nature, that's inhumane. That's not the right thing to do. I would love to hear the explanation behind people's plans of how you would take care of these dairy cows. And if you're not willing to take care of them, if they weren't part of our food system, which is very vital, by the way. Think about the protein that comes from dairy products and from beef. Dairy cows are very much part of the beef supply. 20% of the beef supply comes from dairy cows. Let's also clarify before you're like, you kill baby calves. No, we don't. And the males, don't kill them either. It would be financially irresponsible for us to just kill a baby calf or to just send a baby calf to slaughter, because guess what? There's no meat on these animals, and these animals are the future of our dairy herd. Why would we get rid of them? So this little girl's survival depends on the farmer. I can guarantee you these animals live a happier, healthier, safer, more productive life under a farmer's care than they ever could out on their own or in any animal sanctuary. And lastly, as these girls continue to get bigger, I'm not standing over with the group pens because all the wean calves are mad that they have more space and they got moved, heaven forbid. As they get bigger, their facilities get bigger. Their pen size gets bigger because our facilities grow with them. We don't expect them to stay in this stall forever. They're in the stall until they're 9-10 weeks old. And then guess what? They go to the groups. No different than a human baby graduates from a crib to a toddler bed to a bigger bed. Same concept. Crazy, I know.